Started with something I couldn't hide. From healing hands to guiding souls, breaking down to taking hold. I walked through fire, I held the space, turned every wound into sacred grace. I'm not above you, I walk beside. What blooms in me is in you alive. We are the work, we are the way. Not just the healers, we're what we say. From soul to structure, we build this truth. Power and spirit aligned in proof. We don't chase, we align, we allow. What's meant for us is here now. This is our path, this is our flame. We didn't build a business, we became. From fear, soul, wisdom, the roots run deep. Where the body remembers, where the soul can speak. Every breath, every choice we give is a frequency of how we live. Holistic concierge, I open the door so every heart can feel there's more. Not just services, not just names, but open souls playing kinder games. Don't compete, I elevate. I don't convince, I activate. We are the work, we are the way. Not just the healers, we're what we say. From soul to structure, we build this truth. Power and spirit aligned in proof. We don't chase, we align, we allow. What's meant for us is here now. This is our path, this is our flame. We didn't build a business, we.
Welcome, welcome. Namaste, everybody. I am Swatti Awarrey, your spiritual mentor, holistic concierge connector, and today we are Meet the Expert series, coming with you with live amazing experts around the world. And today we have beautiful Swati, who is joining us from India. And a little bit about her. She is a beautiful soul that does her readings, her healing work in Marathi, Hindi, and English. So, a disclaimer from the beginning, there will be a bit of English, a bit of Hindi, and a bit of Marathi here. It is only because this is what we do as a global community. We support healers, not only who speaks English, but healers. That's the part of it. So, Swati ji, she is a beautiful astrologer, a Vedic astrologer, a numerologist, and she does tarot reading, energy work, and she's been doing this for the past 5 years. But the beautiful part of it is not about the 5 years, but her journey, which we'll get to know today. So, welcome, Swati ji, and we're so happy to have you. I personally have gotten a reading from you, and the beautiful message, the spot on messages that we still can see. So, I'm so glad
Yeah.
that I was able to connect with you through my Indian community. And while I was connected to you, now we are connected at such a beautiful level. So, welcome and tell us a little bit about you and tell us what you do in your words.
To start with, धन्यवाद. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, खूब सारे धन्यवाद सोफिया जी कि आपने ये प्लेटफॉर्म दिया. This is the beautiful platform where we can really go global. There is no limitation of language, or any culture. So it is very beautiful. So thank you so much for inviting me. And about my journey, yeah, I'm going to talk about that. First, I'll let you know what I do. I do healing through astrology, Vedic astrology, numerology, energy healing. I do spirit communication and animal communication too. So this has been quite a roller coaster for me because it was surprise journey for me. I was meant to be an engineer and I became one. But few things happened. I was introduced to spirituality at very early age. My maternal uncle, my mamaji, used to read about Vedic astrology. He used to implement it in his day-to-day life. So he kind of introduced that Vedic knowledge to me when I was in school. But that time I was not serious about it. Later on, life happened. I pursued engineering. I worked as an engineer in multinational companies for more than 15 years. And then the suddenly turning point came. That was the divine time, and I was drawn to healing and so many questions about life. So gently, my journey unfolded to myself.
Oh, that's so beautiful. And I love that it's spirituality is all around us in India. It takes that process to from someone telling us to we
Yeah.
want to do it. And I love that journey about you. So tell us a little bit about your um, before spirituality. So tell us a little bit about your
Yeah.
engineering life and tell us how that was compared to
Oh, I was very, very stubborn kid. I always used to ask why I have to do this, why I have to do donate, why I cannot wear black on certain days. I irritated my mom and my uncle and everyone in family. I was disobedient kid, but uh, this thing actually created benefit for me because I was curious to learn principles or the logic behind everything. I would not trust anything blindly. I always would ask logical and analytical meaning for it. And then also, even if I get answer, I will trust only in my way, in my certain limits. So life was perfect till then. I was working as an engineer and life was perfect. But my turning point came when my mom and my uncle passed away. So there were many questions. I always thought these two guys were spiritually higher beings. So why these things happen to them?
Mm,
That question triggered me a lot. My whole life changed with that question. Why do such thing happen? हम बोलते हैं ना कि इतना करके भी ऐसा ही हुआ तो क्या पर्पस है, क्या
mm,
फायदा हुआ, इतना सब करने का
जिंदगी
क्या
का
फायदा हुआ. Yes, so I was very disappointed कि I always have seen them doing all the spiritual rituals, worshipping God, everything. They were believers, hardcore believers. And the type of death they got, it was very disappointing and surprising for me. So the grief and the surprise both jumbled up, and I was just curious कि ये क्यों हुआ? Why this happened to them? And if it is happening with them, then ये हर सबके साथ हो सकता है. Everyone will face the same thing. So what is the logic behind it? So I started to learn. I went to spiritual books, spiritual gurus, and after that, it took me 4 to 5 years. It was not easy. It was tremendous pressure, you can say, because I was horrified to know such thing can happen to anyone.
yeah.
So this way I started.
So this was your inspiration in the kind of
Yeah,
switch between the different
yeah,
worlds from, but I think there was a connection. Like you said, growing up, it was in your energetic field only in time, what we call divine
right.
timing, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
tell me what when it comes to your healing work, what brings you this passion to be offering what you offer?
It is because of my personal experience, because I felt that void after losing someone very close to me. They were my guides, and I felt left alone. There was
Mm,
no point in doing anything in life. So I just wanted to have last conversation with my mom and wanted to know whether she is okay or not. This small expectation lead to all this journey. But during that time, I didn't get any guidance or any help how to go with that. Now I know all the things, but that time I was unaware, and I think I was purposefully kept away from those things because
yeah.
that churning wouldn't happen unless and until that. So with my self practice, some healing, I was able to connect with my mom,
Yeah.
and
So tell,
all that experience.
yeah. So what are
Yeah,
the
go ahead.
unique gifts that you, like you said, right? Speaking to the spirit. So tell us a little bit about your unique gifts that you work with right now. Like you talked about
Okay.
Vedic astrology, you talk about, but that's that part. Can you tell us and the community that's watching right now, how do you implement that for yourself and for the people that come for readings?
Okay, okay. So whenever anyone gets connected to me in the form of client, they ask few questions. So I go through astrological chart, numerology chart, and I get connected to their energies. Whenever I speak to them or see them, I get to read their aura. I can see their energy leakages, like which chakra is lower vibration,
Yeah.
and I can tell remedies according to that. Apart from this, if there is any guiding spirit around them, their
Yes.
ancestors, so they come forward and give messages to me to help them guide.
Oh,
So
that's
this is
beautiful.
my unique quality. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing because that's that a part of where we talk about spirit communication. And let me step in and say, I have gotten a spirit communication reading from you for my friend. Whoever knows me knows that I speak about my best friend who's in the spirit world right now. And the messages were um, so beautiful even after we saw the
Yes.
sunflower. We talked about, her energy. And I mean, you, for someone who don't know her, I don't talk about her a lot, but people who know me very close to me knows about her. And that was, it was so amazing. The reading that I got from you just felt, even after 6 years, it felt,
Yeah.
oh, it felt so good to hear from her and just sensing what her energy is. And that's the beauty of it. So we're going to go a little
Yes.
bit into the people and the clients. So why would someone come to you? What are the reasons people would like need your support?
Whenever you feel stuck at any point in any situation in life, like you need clarity about your career, your finance, your relationships, or any purpose in your life. So whenever you feel stuck, I say you come to me because I will tell you things that you can do day to day life. Those will be very simple things, and that is my specialty, I can say. I blend spirituality and practicality.
Yeah.
I don't overdo things that is not very practical to do. I'll tell the remedies which are very small efforts, day to day efforts, and those accumulatively create a very magical result.
Yeah.
So everything I say, there will be analysis behind that. There will be logic behind that. And I personally explain to client why I'm telling you to do particular donation, why I'm
Yeah.
telling you to chant particular word.
Oh, that's the part where in the Indian communities we call them remedies. So many times people say the things to do, but I love that many in the Indian community I've heard the remedies. to do this and so on. And we spoke a little bit about, donation. Let's touch a little bit about the energy for today, as we spoke about on the topic of
Yeah.
remedies. We spoke a little bit about it on the Facebook Live. So tell us once again, when it comes to today's energy, the Vedic
Yeah.
astrology, what energy it has to say.
We call it Guru Pushyamrut. So Guru being Jupiter planet and Pushya being Pushya Nakshatra. So they are combining today. On Thursday, it is Pushya Nakshatra. So we call it Pushyamrut. It is like Amrut. So what we can do today? So today is auspicious day to start anything new, or it is good day for any expansion you are planning, or it is good day to invest in gold, invest in silver, buying auspicious things. So it is said that whatever you start today, it will expand like anything. So whatever you like to expand in future, it is a good day to start.
Beautiful. So tell us a little bit about how I can support you as we are expanding with this community. What can I support you? What's your next step and what can I help you with?
Yeah. First of all, this is the beautiful community, and my motto is to spread the Vedic astrology knowledge or beauty of this uh, modality globally, because it is very easy to follow, easy to do things, and it is ancient knowledge from India. So I'm very proud about it that I learned it, and it is in my family history. And the result I can see in my clients, like their transformation from being into conflict, into fear, into insecurity, and now they lead their life into clarity, hope, compassion. So that difference is reflected in their decision making. So
Hmm.
eventually their life changes.
Yes.
So
And that's the
I'm very,
part I love, because like we mentioned a little bit about the expansion, right? There's I,
yeah,
as an Indian, have traveled abroad. I have been tapping into Vedic astrology and I see the importance of it. And this is one of the reasons is, bringing Vedic astrologers to get that understanding. Why, what's the difference between
yeah,
Western astrology, what's the difference between Vedic astrology, and how we can also use both the systems and how we apply it. Because like you said, the
yeah,
practical part of it about applic- uh,
yeah,
the application of the remedies and what to do and what not to do. So tell us a little bit about, the work that you do through your Instagram and the messages that you share. So when people follow you, how they can, what are the topics you bring up on your channel?
okay. So my channel's name is Wiser Owl. I regularly put their content about astrology, Vedic
Yes.
astrology, numerology, and energy healing. There you can find simple things, simple spiritual topics, which I try to uh, try to accommodate in 1 minute format. So
Yes.
there are little things I share regularly, which can expand your knowledge a bit. So it is kind of open perspective thing. If you are open to your perspective, you can come there and check out my work.
Yes. That's amazing. Like I mentioned before, you do your work in Marathi. Tell us why. Why do you choose Marathi as your form of content?
Yeah, there is concept called mother tongue, right? So
Yes.
in any culture, we call it mother tongue. Why mother? Because mother is natural form. It is nurturing, right? It is connected in the womb. So I proudly say my thinking language is Marathi. I always think in Marathi, then translate into Hindi, then English. But
Yes.
whenever we go for healing, right? So there will be preference. I will prefer the healer who talks in Marathi because it is my mother tongue and it will automatically connect with me in deeper level. And another thing is there are very few people who are generating content in Marathi. I can do
Hmm.
consultation, actual consultation, private consultation in any language like Hindi, English, Marathi. But I wanted my content to be in Marathi to connect with my people.
Yes.
There could be restrictions about reachability and algorithm, all that, but I'm okay with it. AI is doing its job, it's translating, so that's not a
Yes.
barrier,
And that's the
right?
beauty of it, right? Because when I think as a healer, I am very much of that person. When I saw your content get translated, I thought this was magic.
Yeah,
Why? Because it is reachable. You can,
yeah,
reach out. And like you said, mother tongue, for me, it's quite close to my mother tongue, because I'm from
hmm,
Goa. Konkani is very, we a lot
hmm,
of my the language is very close, because we have community members that speak in Marathi. So for me, it's a very familiar language. So when you spoke and did a reading, or when we talk, when I listen to your content as a Goan, I connect, and that was my
right,
part of it. What can I do to just support you sharing out your content that is Marathi, which is a mother
yeah,
tongue, which is such a beauty. And I am so excited for this, for your journey to be unfolding. And I mean, I am just a place, a bridge of connecting you with a few members that have traveled abroad, right? But you already have the
right,
community, you have such a beautiful support system already around you. And so my job is just to connect you with a few more people that will connect with your
yeah,
content, because I think you do it so beautifully. I think as an engineer, tech
right,
savvy is something I would
yeah,
call you. You're doing it so beautifully. Like I said,
hmm,
the feedback I got from you, which was like I could not
hmm,
even imagine. So this is where I want to give you a really kind of a cheer to you that you're
oh,
doing the
thank you,
work, you're already. So I'm just bringing you on to kind of say, hey, you're already doing the great job. What can we do to put you out there with the people that haven't found you, right? So
yeah.
what's your mission, what's your goal or your vision moving forward? How would you
Hmm.
what would you say, what's the next step, and what people can expect from the content that they would look from you?
Yeah. Uh, my main motto is make spirituality accessible and attainable. And my special target would be younger generation because they are open to perspective. They don't follow typical norms and they are very open to new concepts. So spirituality is not something that you keep reserved for your retirement and then you go and look at it. It is not like that. I want to help people to know that if you go into spirituality as soon as possible, you will be able to navigate your physical life, practical life very beautifully. And it will help you in tremendous ways. So there is no need to stop. अरे मैं तो जवान हूँ I'm अभी तो मेरा काम करने का मन है मैं बाद में देखूंगा ये. It is
Yeah.
not like that. We can attain spirituality. And one thing about spirituality, it is not about knowing God. It is spirituality. It is knowing your spirit. हिंदी में
Yeah.
उसको बोलते हैं हिंदी वर्ड इज अध्यात्म अध्ययन प्लस आत्म तो आत्मा का अध्ययन इज अध्यात्म तो आत्मा तो हम है तो इट इज अबाउट लर्निंग आर सेल्फ आर पैटर्न आर एनर्जी आर ट्रॉमास आर past karmas all the things so if you
Yes.
start early it will get you the places you couldn't have imagined.
Mm.
So this is my
Oh,
motto, to make it practicable and applicable.
so, any advice that you have for someone who is just starting their healing journey or their spiritual as an entrepreneur, or just how to balance between the 9 to 5 job and spirituality? Any advice for them?
It is a common advice. Just start early and lage raho. Keep doing it. Keep attending. You will reach it. Everybody has their special time. It is divine time, but you have
Yeah.
to start. You
Yeah.
cannot postpone. अरे मैं बाद में देखूंगा. I'll look after. Uh, Whenever I get old, after 40, after 50, it is not good for you. So my advice will be, start wherever you are. Just start. Just bit of or bits of pieces, whatever you got. Just start with it.
Mm. I think that is something that we as healers that had started earlier on. This is
Mm,
an advice that we are giving, and I think what we are doing here is the support. And that's, I think, also holistic
mm,
concierge is because there are so many healers out there. How do we choose from healers? And that's the inner knowing of,
mm,
should I go to this
mm,
person? Who should I follow? And that's something I love that social media is giving us an ocean of healers out there. And this
mm,
is what my mission is, bringing people like you to say, we are here to support you. Come get feel if this resonates with you. What can
mm.
I do to bring you up to speed? Because you don't have to do this alone. Like,
Sure.
you had your mother, you had your uncle with you on your
Mm,
journey, even though you
mm.
were like, no, but they became a part of your, okay,
Yeah.
now it is time. And I think that's what we are trying to do. I have over 20 years of this, going in and out of, like, understanding myself, and that's how I've been helping others. You've been on that journey, so if you're watching us and if you are, follow the women. We are here to support you. Swati ji, as a mother, we are here to take care, nurture you, and
Yeah.
take you step by step. It takes time. Spirituality is a journey. When you're ready, we are here, and that's why I don't see us as, I see you as an influencer, influencing people into, we are doing our work as content creators. But what is it at the end? It is what the message, the awareness that we are sharing. It's
Yeah.
something that you can learn. It's that community that we're building. We are part of community. So this is where I say, follow spiritual members. I have created a platform where it's different members, and that's why bringing Swati ji, who speaks Marathi, mother tongue, as you said, it's that motherly nature of feeling your roots. So yes, that's such a beautiful. I love that you are encouraging people to start at an early age. So give us something more about it. So when you say start early, how would you say someone who is in resistant mode, Swati ji, ऐसे अभी कोई बोलेगा मैं शुरू
Yeah.
करना चाहता हूँ, पर कैसे?
Mm, mm, mm.
What's the first thing should I do to start?
First thing is, ask. Ask questions. Why
Ask
somebody
questions.
is telling me to do this? Yeah. Why it is being told? Why people are doing particular things, and try to find out the reason or principle behind it. Next
Mm,
step would be, follow your heart and do little bit of meditation every day, because
yes.
meditation really makes you calmer inside, so that you get information from outside and it will be processed very beautifully. Unless you will be going and finding out very much information, there is the internet, you can google and you'll get everything, but that is just information. We want
Yes.
focused information, so that focus can be bought by meditating. So you can just start meditating by 10 minutes, for 10 minutes daily. It is enough.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Swatiji. Any last words of wisdom that you'd like, or your life motto that you'd like to just share with the community before we leave everybody to connect with you privately? We have your information in the so they can connect you through WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, through your
Yeah,
YouTube channel, right? The information that you
yeah,
put out. But just the last
yeah,
few um, something that you'd like people to take away from your journey.
yeah. I will say there are no different paths, spirituality and science. There are two different paths leading towards the one ultimate truth. So they are not opposite to each other. So respect each path. Everyone is following their own path. There will be their divine time. So we must wait till then. We shall give them that time frame to come there. And if you are curious about spirituality, but still like to think logically, well, probably get along with me.
Yes.
Keep your thinking hat on.
Thank you. I deeply respect that because I come from a very intuitive side, and I love that you bring that perspective of really going into the logic side of it. So thank you, Swati ji. Thank you for your time, your energy, for your message that you have, and the message that you're sharing with the world. I appreciate so much. I love following your work, and I learn things new every day by coming across your work. So I appreciate your time and the work that you're doing for the collective healing. Thank you so, so much for today
Sure.
and for sharing your magic
Thank you,
with
Sophia
those who
ji.
can't. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for bridging this gap. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone, for joining now. For later, please put your questions in the comment section. Remember that we can answer you later. So, if you have any questions, you can ask here, or you can reach out to Swatiji. You can use my name as a reference that you're coming from my community, and she will be very happy to help you. And for the Marathi speaking community, feel free to watch her and follow her work because she
Yes,
does some beautiful explanation and she makes it very easy to understand, like you said, right? You keep simple and
yes.
understandable. So thank you, everybody. Namaste and have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye for now.
Thank you.